In college, we named our intramural softball team No Game Scheduled, because if the other team didn't show up, they lost their league deposit and forfeited. It worked several times, everyone hated us, and nothing as cool as that has happened to me since. Well, that just sounds like you need to get up to some more schadenfreude and tomfoolery in order to make this happen, you know? I think this is something that you can make happen in your life at any point in time. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo and today we're looking at r/FoundSatan, a subreddit dedicated to people being jerks. So let's just get right into it. I would cry if someone did this to me. You are the worst. You are the actual worst, and I hope they figure it out because that's just dastardly. That's mean, that's evil, that's mean-spirited. I don't like that. When you out Satan, justifiable. My job fired me yesterday. Saw it coming, just a seasonal position. I already have a new job. And they asked me if I could still show up for my shift today because no one else could take it. I said yes. It is now 10 minutes past when I was supposed to clock in, and I am lying in bed. I'm not sure this is evil. I think that's just a good prank. If you fire somebody and then ask them to come in the next day, that's cringe. When I left my last job, they actually called me like, hey, we scheduled you for today. Are you coming in? And I was like, bro, I quit like a week ago. And they were like, our mistake, sorry. Karma. Back in uni, a girl mocked my presentation one time, so I searched for her group and asked the topic they were presenting on. I spent 4 days researching on it and asked her so many questions like it was common knowledge that she cried. Stay blessed, precious one. That's kind of funny. How much you want to bet that this dude spent way more time doing that than on his actual project? That's karma. That's karma right there. Windshield cleaner in the type of bottle mainly used for sodas. This is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Oh my god. The top comment is just social Darwinism. That's some child is going to drink that by accident because it's tropical flavor. You know what else is tropical and topical? Subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, and sharing this video with a friend so that they can know not to drink the windshield cleaner. All of these things help us make more videos and help us spread the message that you should not be drinking car products. So let's just get right back into it. If you see someone crying, ask if it's because of their haircut. This came from Crappy Life Pro Tips, which we probably should cover that at some point. But this just upsets me. If someone is like having a day that bad, don't make it worse. Be the light in the world. My friend was a jerk to me, so I permanently blurred his house on Street View. That seems like more of a favor. You genuinely just made it so like people can't creep at their house on Street View. Yeah, it might be a little bit inconvenient for people who like want to know where they're going at first, but like this is a cul-de-sac. I don't think it's gonna be that hard to figure out which house is theirs because they should have an address. Repost. Delivery driver turned the AC on for someone who didn't leave a tip. AC on full blast for the non-tipper. That's just goofy. I will say, the top comment does raise a good point. Why do you get a tip if you've yet to provide the service? I'd hate to prepay a tip and have something turn up late. I'm not so much about the time. I just want to make sure it's in good condition before I pay you like an extra lump sum of money on top of the sum of money I've already lumped upon you, you know what I mean? But at the same time, tips are necessary in the American eating society, otherwise known as the food service industry. So it's a weird situation that I don't feel qualified to talk about. I went to Comic-Con as Uncle Ben. The goal, die in front of as many Spider-Men as possible. I don't think that's FoundSatan. I just read the comment at the bottom. I kind of want to do that now. Die? No. But also yes. Devil, what brings you to hell? Me. I used to lower the brightness on my grandma's phone and asked her for money to repair it. The devil, clearly unnerved. She probably caught on. She probably caught on at some point. Was just doing it because she knew her grandkid needed some extra money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think this is evil, unless the grandma really never caught on. Not sure if this belongs here, but I figured out how to put letters in the calculator and left this for the next person. Help me. It will come for your world next. Wrong your. I know it's typed under duress of something coming to get you, but it's the wrong your, and therefore you have ruined everything. This is awful in every way, and you should feel sorry for yourself. My god, a super fun Pokemon project in Scarlet and Violet. I like to call this Project Mindy. I want to send a massive amount of Everstone Haunters named Mindy. My original plan was Mindy.com, but someone informed me that might set off some kind of name flag. As of right now, I have 2 boxes of Haunters named Mindy holding Everstones, 8 boxes of Ghastlies, and 5 more boxes of Ghastly eggs to hatch. In total, there will be 15 boxes or 450 hunters when I finish. I plan to start training them off on Friday, January 13th at 5 p.m. after I get home from work. However, 450 hunters is nothing when compared to how many wonder trades happen constantly. So I was wondering if there are others who would love to bless this game with a massive Everstone hunters. I feel like it would be quite a funny wonder trade troll to do on Friday the 13th. That's not evil. This is just a fun little reference to a haunter that happened in the older games. You're like, I'll trade you my haunter for this. And then the haunter had an Everstone. So you couldn't get Gengar that way. And you had to have a friend to get Gengar. Satan. The guy who asked this question has to be our lord. Okay, you walk into your work bathroom and find this. What percentage of the cupcake do you think is technically safe to eat? None of it, but we're going. If you poop in a plastic bag, flatten it out, and freeze it, you can make little frozen poop discs. When people leave their car windows open a crack on a hot day, you can slide the poop discs right in and they'll melt in the hot sun. And you're leaving your DNA everywhere. This is not a foolproof plan. It does make you kind of a crappy person, to put it lightly. But simultaneously, this isn't, at the end of the day, the end-all be-all of hot door car pranks. This would just get you arrested for biohazards. My friend hates me. I took a Where's Waldo book and ripped out all of the pages except the cover and back. Then I went online and found different Where's Waldo puzzles and photoshopped Waldo out of all of them except for the first two, so that way they would think that he was in all of them even though he actually isn't, so he would keep looking for an eternity, driving him insane. After I had all the pages ready, I glued them all into the original pageless Where's Waldo book and wrapped it and gave it to him. Into the volcano with you. That's just a little bit too much. That's so much effort to be mean and spiteful, but at the same time, that's really clever. If you have the skills to be a bookbinder in this day and age, by all means, you've earned the right to do something like this. Do I approve? Not in the slightest. That is a good prank. Guy cancels a girl on Insta's flight. This girl on Instagram posted her plane ticket, and I called and canceled her flight. I think we've covered this before on Kalbus, and I'll say it now again. This is just being spiteful for the sake of spiteful. That person probably did nothing to this dude, and he just did this. That's so dickish. Like, what do you stand to gain? It just upsets me. Wow, just wow. I do that too, though. Me and my brother wanted the last of the Publix tea. It's so good. Come at me. But there was only enough for one full to the brim cup. So my brother was in the living room, so I filled my cup to the brim and drank it halfway and quietly called to my brother, "Sorry, no more tea." It's just sibling stuff, really. Like, at a certain point, you just accept that it is a battle royale for resources as a child. Doesn't matter if you're upper, lower, middle class, it's just how it is. There might be enough to go around, but if your sibling has it, you want it. That's not caramel. That's fricking brine shrimp. The fish it was fed to, probably. Now, put these in a candy wrapper and call them caramels. That would be kind of funny, unless you found out that someone had a shellfish allergy. But at the same time, I don't know, I think that might be a funny haha. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, maybe share this with a friend who could use a reminder that, hey, brine shrimp can be caramel sometimes. If you do want more, r/FoundSatan, there'll be another popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds. But until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.